week one of our installment of the 2012 Butler BlueSox YouTube video series. We have the season preview with manager Anthony Rebyanski, and we're going to look at the week ahead with Jordan Lechke. We had a chance to sit down with manager Anthony Rebyanski, who's coming back for his second season with the Butler BlueSox. He had a lot of interesting things to say about the upcoming season. Let's check out that interview now. We're here with Anthony Rebyanski, the manager of the Butler BlueSox. He would like to welcome you back for your second season. It's good to have you back.
Thank you. It is a definite pleasure to be back.
All right. First thing I want to go over is a little brief recap of what happened last year. We had some records set by Shane Hauk from Kutztown. He set 5 or 6 offensive records. Let's talk a little bit about what entailed last season and different things that went on.
Some things that a little bit different what I'm hoping for this year. Shane definitely is a huge loss for us. I mean, he ran out of eligibility. But he had an outstanding summer last year. He had a pretty good spring this year. Obviously we hope for the best for him with the potential draft coming up in June. And last year, one thing I thought that we lacked were guys with the ability to hit the extra base hits. We had guys in the scoring position. We had some trouble getting those guys in. And with the guys we have coming in this year, I'm hoping that they can, get those extra base hits we were looking for. A lot of guys aren't going to hit too many home runs out of Pullman for because of the dimensions here. But if you hit a ball in a gap with some team speed, you can run forever. So hoping that's what we can, accomplish this year for the lineup and the guys we have coming in for this year. So.
There are a few players that are coming back from last season. 3, I do believe. John Danielchek, Jason Radwan, who was an all-star in our league last year, and Chris Rasky, which is, let's talk about what went on, or what was the thinking of bringing those 3 guys back in summer?
It's always good it's hard in some leagues to try to get guys to come back, because guys want to go in different leagues, try some different things, and it bases off of what the collegiate coach wants them to do. But to bring those 3 back this year, it's good. Those 3 were they played hard every single day, and actually we just signed Chris the other day again, so that was good for him to come back with us. Jason, again, as you said, was an all-star last summer, and like I said, the biggest thing is these guys are good kids. They know what the program here is about. They know the way I like to run a program, and they were ecstatic to come back. Jason was actually one of the first guys that I asked to come back last year, and he signed right away very, very early. I believe it was before actually the end of August last summer. So within 3-4 weeks, he already committed to come back. Chris, he's a good athlete, can play numerous positions with the outfield, play a little bit of first base, covered a lot of ground for his big 6'5" body out in the outfield last year. And John, same way. John's a very good dual guy. He can catch, he can pitch, he can play some first. So we're going to utilize that as much as we possibly can out of those 3 this year, along with the other guys that are here.
Yeah, some of the new guys that I got a chance to see during the PSAC tournament here at Pullman Park. We have a few guys from that conference coming in this year, including a couple guys from Cal U and Kyle Petty and Kyle Thomas. And when you're coaching the PSAC and you get to see these guys a lot, does that go into the decision to bring a few of those guys in this summer?
Absolutely. Whenever you get to see someone, it makes your thought process on signing someone a lot easier. You see them firsthand. You don't have to go through the avenue of getting a hold of coaches, getting a hold of high school coaches, or doing your research as much with them. Seeing those guys for 3 years now, it's just a no-brainer for me. Those guys are good guys. With Kyle Petty, receiving a lot of awards, postseason awards this year, had a very good spring. Kyle Thomas is going to be, in my opinion, a stud on the mound for us this year. And Matt Allwell from Kutztown is going to be, a great kid in addition with us for, behind the plate. Going to hit somewhere, middle to bottom end, I'm assuming, part of the lineup. Kid's got a good bat, and I think he's going to, have a very good summer.
Now, along with some new players this summer, you also have built a new staff with 3 new assistant coaches. Just talk about them a little bit and what they bring to the table.
The Brandon crew from last year, Brandon Whitfield and Brandon Billett, obviously, they have some things going on where they wouldn't be able to come back this year, but with those two being gone, it's going to hurt. They were a good group of guys. We all work together well, but I think that the staff that we have this year is going to, it's going to complement that. Justin Thomas coming in, former pitcher from Slippery Rock, played in the league a couple, I want to say 1 or maybe 2 years. I think it was 2009 and maybe 2010, but so he knows a little bit about the league and what it takes to win here. He's going to work with pitchers, and then Adam Jury, who also played here in Butler in 2010. Again, another guy who knows what it takes to win here. He's going to help with hitters and the defense, and help me with on that side of things. And then Dylan Songer, who actually just finished his collegiate career at IUP, who I had a chance to coach for 4 years. Very, very good kid in terms of helping people with. You could see it with he helps his own teammates. In terms of teaching kids things at camps, he's just a very, very good hands-on kid. And he's going to help with being a bench coach, help me on my side, help me on the side with some different things. Bullpen catch a little bit if he has to. I know he's not looking forward to that part of it, but he said he'd agree to do that if we have to get him into catching a little bit. So I'm excited for all three of those guys. They're ecstatic to be here, and that's all I could ask out of the coaching staff.
One thing I wanted to ask you is, I know you played summer ball before you became a coach here, and these guys come in. Some of them know each other, but a lot of these guys come in. They don't know each other. They're together for 2 days, and then all of a sudden they're out playing. I mean, talk about that adjustment for those guys and what you can do to help them, get acclimated together that quickly.
For me, it's just basically just me being myself and being the outgoing. I don't know if rambunctious is the right word, but I'm a guy I'm very easy to get along with, and I like to have fun with guys. And hopefully they see that. And I told them that today, in our meeting and everything. But once they see that, I think it'll come a lot easier. Guys will start talking to each other more. Kind of open the door to be themselves, so to speak. You don't want someone to come in and feel like they have to change themselves and be somebody different. And it's going to affect their play too, in my opinion. But once they see that, and tomorrow we'll start it all. We'll have some fun on the ball field with our mini camp starting tomorrow morning. And it's just it'll be a snowball effect. Once one guy sees that he can, act himself and do whatever he wants, in terms of having fun, it's just going to take off, and everybody else will join that club too.
Last thing for you, I have to ask. I know there's individual goals for certain players, but for a team goal, what are you looking for this year?
Obviously, everybody wants to make the playoffs. Playoffs is one. For me, keeping guys healthy is another big thing that for a personal goal for me, so I can have hopefully the team that we start with is the team we finish with. And then, besides playoffs, just getting guys to have individual success as well as, because I believe that if you have fun and you have individual success, that's going to obviously lead to team success. If we can accommodate those two things, I think we're going to win some ball games here. And obviously, like I said, I know everybody. I always tell everybody, you're here, you might as well play hard. So, play hard for 60 games and get the playoffs and see what happens from there.
All right. Well, thanks for doing this, and we'll see you a lot this summer.
Thank you.
Welcome back. We have a big week planned for our first week here with the Butler BlueSox 2012 season. Jordan Leskue's going to let you in on our first 4 home nights of the season.
Glad to have the season back. The Butler BlueSox are back in action Tuesday, May 29th for Northwood Realty opening night. And make sure you guys come out to the ballpark because we're going to have magnetic season schedules courtesy of Rex Energy. Also, the following day, we have a great 4-game homestand to start things off for you guys, so you get tons of BlueSox baseball right to start off the month of June. The second night is McDonald's Run the Bases night, so any kids out there that love running the bases like Babe does all off season, make sure you come out May 30th. May 31st is bottom dollar food night at the ballpark, and we cap off this 4-game homestand on Friday, June 1st with the first fireworks night of the season, courtesy of Butler County Ford. Hope to see you guys at the ballpark. Should be a great season. And just toss it back to Jerin.
I'd like to thank Anthony Rebyanski for coming on with us this week to discuss the beginning of the 2012 season. Stay tuned next week for our next installment in the YouTube video series for the Butler BlueSox. And go to butlerbluesox.net for all your needs with the team. And we'll see you at the ballpark.